back to another flight where today I'll be flying from Sydney to Guangzhou via Hong Kong and Cathay Pacific. Sydney Airport today was very busy since it was the start of the Christmas travel season. Cathay Pacific's check-in at Sydney was via the self-service kiosk, while bag drop-off was via a staff member at the desks. After dropping off our bags, I made my way over to security and immigration, which took no less than 5 minutes to complete because of the new technology Sydney Airport has invested in. After going through security and immigration, I made my way over to the American Express Centurion Lounge, which was about a 5 to 10 minute walk from security and immigration. And, well, these large windows give a great view of the apron and all the aircraft that are at Sydney Airport. After heading into the lounge and finding a good place to sit, I made my way over to the buffet. Since my flight was in the morning, the lounge was serving a variety of breakfast foods, including fruit, salad, baked beans, potatoes, bacon, sausages, scrambled eggs, raisins, bread, as well as pancakes. And this is what one of the shower rooms looks like. Very modern and sleek, with a lot of marble. It has shampoo, conditioner and body wash in the shower itself. Boarding was at gate 24 and was done in groups, but nobody followed them, and the ground staff had to tell people to go sit back down. Today's aircraft is, at the time of filming, an 11.5-year-old Boeing 777-300ER, registered as Bravo Kilo Quebec Oscar, and its first flight was on the 17th of June 2014. This aircraft has 40 business class seats, which are Safran 02 models, in a 240 configuration and a reverse hangar. It has 32 premium economy seats, which are the Zodiac 5810 models in the 240 configuration. And it has 296 economy seats, which are the Recaro Slimline seats arranged in a 343 configuration. Each row has 32 inches of pitch, 17.3 inches of width, and 6 inches of recline. And this is my seat for the next 8-ish hours. On my seat there was a thin blanket, a pillow, a movable headrest, an 11.5 HD IFE screen, a pretty good amount of legroom, a nicely sized tray table, a phone/tablet holder, some headphones, a safety card, a bomber bag and a magazine. 10 years old. There's Wi-Fi on board. Oh, what? Alright, yeah. The IFE was highly responsive and has a great selection of movies, TV shows, and as well as a couple of games. map did take some time to load, but it was still highly responsive and also did not lag when I was moving the map around. This was the menu for today's flight. You can pause it if you want to have a more detailed look on what was available on today's flight.
Cabin crew doors for departure, cross check please. As represented, features of this aircraft.
Safety video.
Welcome aboard.
Hi.
Cabin crew doors for departure, cross check please.
Please enjoy this takeoff footage, which is unedited and amazing sounds of the two massive G90 engines aboard this 777.
Tại啱啱南皇後邊係部二拉線，
好大先，好大部
都唔係好大。 Ready？
係起咗啦。
係起緊啦。打散路邊少少，嗰邊見到個 CC。
講嘅。嗰邊見到個 CC。呢邊屋都幾好睇啊！依家幾點啊？11點43。
係。
The toilet was kept clean throughout the flight. It had the usual soap and stuff, but also had hand cream and hand sanitizer. There was also a baby changing table, a coat hook, and the wall was basically just one massive mirror, which is pretty nice to see. Before the meal service, the crew handed out some water and some peanuts. The kids' meal for today's flight was some kind of minced meat and spaghetti. There were two main meals for this flight, a pork option or a fish option. I went for the fish and my mum went for the pork. Both meals came with a chicken and couscous salad, a bread roll, some cheese and crackers, and a Magnum ice cream bar for dessert. The fish was pretty dry but still had a bit of moisture. Carrots and beans with the fish were alright at best, and the potatoes were just quite dry. The chicken in the salad was really nice and moist, while the couscous had a hint of lemon. I tried calling a flight attendant over for some more water, but it turns out my flight attendant bell didn't work. The other kids' meal was some kind of chicken tenders and was served 2 hours before landing. And the two main meals that we could have had was a prosciutto sandwich or noodles, where both my mum and I went for the noodles. The noodles were cooked perfectly, it was nice and savoury, and the sauce was just amazing, as well as the chicken, it wasn't dry at all. It also came with some fruit and lumberjack cake. I hope you guys enjoyed this unedited landing footage into Hong Kong on this amazing Boeing 777.
Ooh. Oh, wow. That was so smooth. That's probably the smoothest landing in my life. Oh, wow. I just had the smoothest landing of my life. Oh my god. Hả? Có tiếng cái này kêu nhiều nhiều. Có mà 機嗰時用你去到北邊。
我哋等你，
好，
我哋落車門
就
飛機門口等你。
好，
卡卡號。
哦，747。
我哋一定要攞行李箱，我哋。
我知，你哋可唔可以同我攞住我去 coffee 嗰時揸住？
我可以，你要攞落嚟。
我知。你係咪差點？你係咪差點？
唔係。
唔夠位。
我可以攞。
Overall, this flight has been pretty good. Although the flight assistant bell didn't work for my robe, that was totally fine. And as you heard from my reaction during the landing, it was one of the smoothest landings of my life. It was genuinely amazing. The perfect definition of a butter landing. There was some slight turbulence throughout the flight, just not too much. It was still quite a smooth flight, and there was a little bit of turbulence while landing, or while during the descent, may I say. While taxiing back to the gate, people were just standing up, trying to grab their bags from the overhead compartments even though the seatbelt sign wasn't turned off yet. The flight attendants had to make an announcement to the whole cabin, yes, including business class, to sit back down. After deplaning, we still had like around 3 hours of nothing to just do whatever we wanted. Well, not whatever we wanted, but to do stuff in the airport to keep us occupied. And for that, we was going to go get some food from the food court and try to get our seats fixed because we've had 3 different aircraft swaps for this flight already. And I got moved from a window seat to an aisle, back to a window, back to an aisle. So I decided to head over to the customer service desk and try and get it fixed. The desk I ended up going to had no one there, so I had to go to a different one, which was like about 5 minutes away. And there, some Asian crashing out, just taking his word out on the people that were working behind the desk, even though they had nothing to do and they couldn't do anything about his flight being delayed. And honestly, it's just a delay, like in my mind, and like the other passengers around me, we were all saying the same thing. It's not that big of a deal.
请小心上車，Please hold the tray。请小心上車。
下個車前面坐起來，
頂住你個手。
Since my flight was one
睇清楚啊！
trying to catch the underground train to get
一
there.
個站。
It took around maybe like 3 or 4 minutes to get to the other terminal, and it was pretty quick. Once we arrived to the other terminal, we walked past quite a few of cafes, lounges, and honestly I wanted to go in them so badly, but sadly, well, I didn't have any access. Maybe another day. After arriving to our gate, in this case being gate 70, it turns out our flight was delayed by around an hour, I think. For tonight's ride, it is a 8.3-year-old Airbus A330-300 registered as Boeing Lima Alpha Foxtrot. Its first flight was on the 10th of August 2007. aircraft has 28 Saffron Series 2 business class seats in the 121 configuration with a reverse head profile now. It has 265 economy class seats, which are the Weber 5751 seats, arranged in the 242 configuration. Each row has 32 inches of pitch, with each seat having 18 inches of width and 6 inches of recline, and they all have an IFE and a 4-way adjustable headrest. And now this is my seat for the next half an hour of flight time. The seat has a pretty nice IFE, which is pretty new for the age of this aircraft. Some all-out legroom, several seat back pockets for your phones and smaller stuff, some headphones, a nice large tray table, a safety card, and a in-flight magazine. IFE was highly responsive and barely lagged at all. The map did take a bit to load, but that's honestly fine. And the map was also highly responsive, just like the 777, if not slightly better as well.
各位乘客请留意，如果你是我以下说的那个名字，请跟我们的空中服务员联络。
hope you enjoyed this takeoff footage, which is unedited, and just listen to the amazing Rolls-Royce engines that are on this beautiful aircraft. Immediately after takeoff, the crew started handing out these little snack bags, which included a little ham or chicken sandwich, some water, a shortbread cookie, and a little hand wipe. The sandwich was not dry at all, and it was actually quite moist. The shortbread cookie was just really good, nice, sweet, and yeah. The flight time was so short, we made a cruise for 5 minutes, and I didn't even have a chance to go check out the bathroom. The crew was able to hand out all these little snack bags quite efficiently as well, just maybe like 5 minutes or so for everyone to be given one, and also most passengers just left it on the aircraft. Throughout the whole flight, you could basically see the city lights, and there was barely any spots where it just was pure black. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this landing footage into Guangzhou Beijing International Airport, which is unedited.
Welcome to Guangzhou. For your safety, please remain seated with the seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Be careful when opening the overhead compartments, as items inside may fall out. Please also check that you have all your personal belongings before leaving the aircraft. You may now switch on your personal electronic devices with the cellular functions. It has been our pleasure taking care of it today. Guangzhou is a home, a very warm welcome home. Once again, we sincerely apologize for the delay. We thank you for your patience and understanding. Thank you for flying Cathay Bus.
So, would I recommend flying Sydney to Guangzhou via Hong Kong? Well, it fully depends on what your travel plans are. If you have spare time, why not? Might as well try out something good to Hong Kong quickly. But if you want to get there non-stop, then you can also fly Trans-7, which flies there non-stop. Overall, this flight has been a pretty nice one. Landing was soft, the delay wasn't too much of a big deal, and the fact that we were still able to get like a light snack was pretty impressive. I'll see you guys in the next flight review, and please do like, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends.
你有冇提過乜嘢？自己先，自己選。Is it in your bag? Okay. You don't want to outside it. Okay. To be honest, from you didn't take it, and I had an opportunity to take it, but I didn't. You.